Uh, Chong, if you are ready, maybe you'd like to share with us a little bit about yourself, about your background, before we begin to talk
Yeah,
about Tengen. Thank you.
yeah, okay. Uh, my business is restaurant. I've been doing restaurant for past 20 over year in Switzerland. So I came to London looking up for the business opportunity. And I met Cora and Sam. So I came into this business. Was about a number of years ago, about 8 years ago, but I didn't come in as a full time. It's only a part time because I was involved in other business called Lioness. So I was involved there a couple of years. So slowly I get rid of it. So I'm almost 4 years full time in this business. So I did. It's a long journey, I would say. I'm very glad I'm on this business. I think it's the best business. What I'm trying to say is like prevention is better than cure. All this water, you might not notice it until now you have the COVID-19. I say I give you my background. I don't believe in medication. I believe in a strong immune system. So our body is made of only water. So I believe this water will help you on the long run. But you don't expect miracle. You have to drink daily. Okay. I do different like you. I do half fast. This water helped me a lot. And I don't feel hungry. I take my breakfast at 1 o'clock. I take my lunch and dinner. I don't eat until next morning. Okay. So I walk about 20,000 steps per day daily. I eat different like most of you. I don't take carbohydrate, very little carbohydrate. So the water everywhere I go, I bring along the water. I'm so glad to be honest with you to come across this water, especially this time of the year. And I don't have cold whatever whatsoever in the winter, you know, like most people have 3, 4 times in the. So that is my journey. I'm looking forward to be with it. Due to my language, I can go to different country. I intend to move out from London very, very, very soon, doing in a bigger scale. Okay, that is how I started. You are very blessed to know this business. Okay,
When did you begin joining Kangen?
it's about I think around 7, 8 years ago. I think around 8 years ago.
Wow, that's good. Can you imagine at that time, no office in UK yet? You took up the challenge as one of the early pioneers to start this business
Yeah,
in London.
yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit experience, some joys? Because when you begin to do this business as a pioneer, there must be some joyful moments. Share one
Yeah,
or two joyful moments with
yeah,
us, please.
yeah. You see, I'm an entrepreneur. I do business. So no doubt, a lot of people was in front of me before I come to know Kanken, but I was the first one to do hotel presentation in central London. There is in the Hilton and also in the other hotel as well, which is nearby. So Hilton is quite a good hotel. It's a big hall we are having. So I started without no one teaching me, to be honest. I started with just, I'm the type you always have to try, then you start your journey from there. No risk, no gain. So I started from there. So far people know I was the only one. Okay. I think it is how you look at the business. You see, most of the people, they don't understand. They have a machine, they spend only 3, 4K, they can do the business worldwide. Okay. So they don't need even to employ anyone whatsoever. Everything is done. All you have to do is give to your accountant, whatever expenses you did for last year, that's it. It's so easy. You know, when I started a business in Switzerland, it was about 20 over years with three partners. It was almost 500,000 Swiss franc. Okay, 500,000 Swiss franc. And it take us 3 years break even. Okay. So I just want to tell you this business, it is fantastic. You see, the problem with most of the people, they work, they they don't see how the business is, how big it is. It is a huge business. You are talking about a lot of residual income. So I'm very, how should I say, passionate about this business, what I'm doing. Okay.
So for those of us who are still wondering whether to do Kangen or not, this is the gentleman to talk to because he has spent 500,000 franc, Swiss franc, to start a restaurant business. And he says it takes 3 years to break even. And how much do you have to spend to start off this Kangen business? In Malaysia, K8 is 18,980, 501, less than that. And you can do a big business. And can you imagine if you locate a gentleman in UK like Chong, he is now your new franchise holder in UK already. Wonderful, Chong.
Yeah.
Any
Most welcome.
other excitement when you started? I'm sure there are a lot of challenges because you're all alone there.
Yes.
Other
Yes.
than Cora and Sam once in a
Yes.
way.
Yes.
What
Yes.
are the challenges?
Yeah, the challenges is that I don't know a lot of people, to be honest, in UK, London. You see, I usually work with foreigner in London. They are the person who open the ear, they want to know more, and that's how I come into picture and work with them. Whereas the English also it's very difficult to penetrate into their market because they are very, very conservative. They always think that it's scam or whatever, so on and so forth. You see, so it is not easy. I go networking. I think I know a lot of people now by networking. But the problem in networking, everyone want to sell their product. That is a problem. So
Trying
it's
to sell
not.
it to you.
Yeah. Everyone. That's why you. So you might be lucky to get once in the while to get someone to get involved. I did get some good people involved in this business. Okay. So it is not so easy, to as you think, you know. But to start out is very easy. I would say all you have to know your tools. I remember when I start out with this business, I don't have a live testimonial. I have to use the American version to put it on. So later on, people start coming in. I don't use it. I use a live testimonial. I think they are more, they are much stronger than the American version because it's live. Someone can ask questions, especially in the hotel.
John, do you believe in luck? Because someone says you are lucky.
No, I don't believe in luck. Luck is like you buy a lotto or lottery, there is luck. This is nothing with luck. This is hard work. I don't know, you plant a tree. Let's say you plant a durian tree in Malaysia, which I love very much. First, you have to sow. Then you have to put in water, you take care, fertilizer, and you start to, it takes time, nothing go unless thousand and thousand of people at once, that is different. Of course, there are people who do it, but in a bad way, So because from my experience, in this country, people have been doing that. A lot of people invited them for the live presentation, offer them a different Kanken business as we learn from energy. I don't think it's good. And in London, they are quite. In fact, I really don't like London in the way people don't work honestly. You know, I think as a leader, someone should really work on honestly, because if not, the people who under you, they will do the same. I don't think it's good. But I have a lot of complaint coming to me. Okay, so I think this business is fair, is with a decent heart. Honestly, is the best. I can tell you many years I've been doing in the hotel. I don't charge the people money for coming in, free for them. Okay, okay. So it's not only that, whoever send the people, I never even have a dream to take them in my team, whatever. I think this is the most important thing to do. That's why I'm willing to go to other country. So Europe, I'll be going to Europe soon. Because of the language, I don't have issue with the language. Certain part of the country in certain part of Europe. So I love to go to start. My journey just started, I would say. No doubt I'm so many years there, but my journey really gets started at the moment.
Cora, you're right. Cora says a lot of hard work with a little bit of luck makes the difference. How long did
Yes.
it take to become a 6A, Chong?
For me, it's quite some time. It's over 2 years. I was, it's almost 3 years because I was doing part time. You see, because I just cannot give up my business in Lioness. I was working with them for a couple of years. So, so I was not really fully concentrate, you know. But some of my people here, they have a 6A within a year. I would say that was good. I think we should be having 6A within a year. If I would have known it. So
It's never too late. Chong.
yeah,
Two
yeah, yeah,
years to become 6A at that time was very good because you're all alone in England, and despite that, you're able to do it. You should be congratulated. Don't
thank,
compare with the newcomers who will do it in 6 months, 4 months. Do it your way, do it your style, do it according to your pace. Let your ship sail at its own space. You have done well. At least by becoming a 6A, you have become a role model. I'm sure there are a lot of wonderful people have joined your team, isn't it? I
yeah,
met
yeah,
some
sure,
doc
sure,
I met a doctor in your team. I've heard him
yeah,
talk.
yeah,
Imagine if you have not stepped out, they wouldn't have known.
yeah, yeah.
So you have done a great job and become a role model for many. Thank you. Congratulations too.
Thank you, thank you.
Do you have any special advice or whatever, for new people who are struggling,
Yeah,
whether to start
yeah.
or even stopping? Yeah.
Yeah, the most of the problem I see from the new people, they are involved with too many business. Everywhere they are involved. That is the problem. You see, if you want to start in the business, you have to decide which one is best for you. If you have decided, put in full effort, 100% in. And I have a lot of people, unfortunately, a lot of them, they are in all types of business. So it's mission impossible. So if you want, I don't think they know how much they're going to earn, in the future because the residue income is hell a lot. The company is very generous, I would say. It is a very good company. It's not like other MLM, you know, every time they saw the people are making more money, they will change their plan, getting more back from for the company. So our company is very good. I would say since I'm in the business, I don't see them changing any, but only they adding good thing for us. I think it's a fantastic company. I can recommend you. You know, so nothing can be done. In the fast what I call track. You know, everything takes time. I mean, so you build out, maybe one guy can build it within 2 years, the other 3 years. It's all depends how you're going to, how seriously are you taking the business. If you're going to sleep with it, you think of it, yeah, when you are eating, you still think of what you are doing, I think you will be very successful. The best thing for you to do, I think from my experience, is to start your live presentation in your home. And I remember when I first went to one of the ladies, uh, cook something small and then give some wine. Of course, first we let them come in and see the live presentation. We let them have some food. Then after the food, we bring them in the kitchen to show how the machine works. You see, the problem with the human being, sometimes we look at, the money, it's the bottom line. If I do a business, I think whatever you invest is good because it's for your business. It will bring back, it's all about the bottom line. But unfortunately, I look at the business, a lot of very, very, very calculated. I can tell you that is the problem. I normally even do someone come, I invite them in Queensway, something to eat before I bring them. This is an investment. This is a PR. So most of the time they don't understand, so it's not like you're working, 1 hour you work, you get paid. This is nothing like that. You have to see, it's like growing a tree. When the tree grown, they have everything. When they produce fruit, you get it year by year. This is the same, it's very similar. This is a long-term investment, it's a life investment, it's a residual income you're talking. I done a view for my children. As I say, I just get started now in my 6A2-2. So now I can plan a long goal where I want to earn, So in the beginning, I would not suggest you plan a lot, to reach to that level or whatever. Just go for a short term goal, what you want. Always written in the paper, black and white. And you can see where are you now. You have to follow it up. So when you reach the 6A, then you plan for the long-term strategy where you want to approach, not from the beginning. It don't work like that, step by step. Even we go to school, we have to start from primary, then secondary. It's the same. In this, it's the business, it's the same model. It depends how fast you want to do. The faster you want, the more time, effort you have to put in. So that I would recommend people who come into this business. Unfortunately, people don't realize what they are having in their hand. If you look at, there are 7 billion over people in this world, only there are about 4.5 billion households. We sold 1.5 million machine. What do you think the business is? Why do you want to compete with a lot of other business? You are in the best business in the world. You see, you don't have overhead, nothing. You are the boss. Everywhere you can work. With your suitcase, you can travel around. So I think for the young people especially, you have to have your goal. I wish I'm young like you. I will do completely different again. So you are in the best company in the world, I would say. Okay.
There is a question here, Chong. I hope you don't mind if I ask.
Yeah, sure,
You
sure.
may you may choose to answer, or you
Yeah,
may
yeah.
just give it.
So
How old are you? Somebody asked.
I'm 74 now. This October I'll be 74.
Wow, it's never too late to start.
Yeah,
Even 74, you are still going on strong, Chong. You
yeah,
must
yeah,
be a big inspiration, man, to
yeah,
your team.
yeah.
Young fellows are still wondering what to do. Here's a guy, 74, made it, made the money, made the rank, and he's trying to encourage these guys who are still wondering. Thank you, Chong. I am nearby you, lah.
We are in the
We
same
are
club.
brothers. We are brothers. Not too far away from you. Okay, good sign, good progress. So this is a wonderful business. It's meant for anybody who's got the interest, who's got the joy of wanting to improve themselves. It's not the age.
Yeah.
It's the need to improve their lifestyle,
Yes.
their income, their joy in wanting to share with people. This is a man of experience, no, Chong. Chong is a man of experience. Have done
Thank you.
business. You know the difference between that and Kangen. I think today you have given a lot of takeaway to people, to me too. Never believe you're starting too late. Once you get started, keep going. Now he's 6A2-2. Can you imagine? He's not planning, no, a will for his children. Wow, that's wonderful. Uh, Chong,
Yes.
uh, I'm sure you must be very proud of your upline because years back I heard from Sam and Cora about you, talking great things about you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you have, not just helped your own group, even me, sideline, you helped me in servicing one of my very important clients in UK. Thank you very much. I think this kind of generosity will go very well in this business.
Thank you. Thank
By giving, you get.
you.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Can you add a few words about service that you can provide or we must provide in this business? The
The
services that,
service. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, there are a lot of service. Most of the people done wrongly as well. They think they sold the machine, that's it. But I think everyone who have the machine, they have to know what to use which water for what. If they know how to use the water correctly, they have result. I think this is the most important. If someone buy, you see, I come to a conclusion that a lot now is much better now before. When they bought the machine, no one cared. They don't know how to use the machine, what water for what, they have no idea. So in order that they know how to use it, I think it's good personally you go there and show them, especially where the problem will come out. Like scaling all this, you have to show them, like filter replacement, and if something wrong, they say filter change, you have where to press the button and how to get a good water, especially those white stuff coming out, especially in UK, we are having a hot water here. So all these things, I think you have to show them is the most important. Most of them, they have a machine, they don't know how to use it. I give you a very good example, like my ex, the same. She's been drinking 8.5 as a 60 years old woman and drink a glass of two. You think it's a miracle water? You will not. And my son, the same. Okay, I just want to tell you. So according to your body weight is very important when to drink. I always believe in first thing in the morning. That is very important because when you get out, your organ be working. You need to have at least half a liter to drink. You know. So the first thing I drink is 1 liter early in the morning before I start to eat my breakfast, whatever. So it's very important. You have to show the different, like how you use a 2.5, 11.5, 8.5 for children. So you have to really take time to explain to them how the machine works. A lot are handicapped, especially old folks like me, I'm not a technical person, but I learn day by day. But a lot of old folks, they have no idea. I know that there's a DVD, everything inside, but all folks, they don't know. You have to really show them. If you show them they have result, what happened? They will refer. That is very important. I have seen people after selling the machine, it's 10-minute walk. She's not willing to go because she's going to get nothing. I say it's not. It's a service you have to provide. You know. I'm glad. To be honest, very beginning, Cora and Sam, they already support me a lot from the very beginning. To be honest with you, so I think it is very very good, especially people who sold you the machine. they can rely on you, anything. I'm 24/7 for my people. I always call people back, whatever happened. Maybe I'm not there, I take a shower, whatever. When I come out, I sure going to return my call. You know, most of my life I live in Switzerland. So I believe in everything correctly done, So especially the machine. And some people never clean the machine. It's so dirty, from inside and out. So this is a live machine. You're talking about 4,000 pound a machine. So you really have to take care. So I don't understand sometimes, this is not something like, a dustbin or whatever, put underneath whatever. So, okay, sorry, it's too long for me to explain.
But it's very important that what you're sharing is very important. It's a very good takeaway. Servicing, yeah, the customers, because some of the customers, after having bought it, they do not know the full advantage of it. Once they get to know the full advantage, they may begin to share. Do you get a lot of sales coming from referrals, Chong?
Yeah, yeah. At the moment, most of the people they are doing very well. They are all sharing. They are all sharing. You know. So from refer, from they see because the water. You see, I love to work with the Bulgarian people because they are, how should I say? It's a it's not a rich country. Uh, you see, with 1,000 pounds, you can live very good in Bulgaria. But the people really take it as a business, and they really learn everything. You know, everyone do from home. They share. You know, when I remember when I start one with them, it was like two people came in, then three, four, 10. More and more coming in. Refer and refer. They will bring the people, and they will bring the people. I still think the best, especially in Malaysia, you have a nice house. I think it's very good to use one of your room, whatever, to do as a presentation. It's fantastic. Home is the best. In human being, there's always a little bit of greed is there. Doesn't mean how rich or how poor it is. He said, come for, a dinner. I will, introduce a miracle water to you. They will come. So you show them the presentation, whatever. If I in Malaysia, I will get someone to roast a lamb, whatever, you know. So that's it. Those are attract people. So when they come, you have the chance to share with them. When they see the value, they might not buy today, tomorrow, in 1 month or 1 year, they still buy the machine. So I believe in that. It's very, very important, you know. So
You, you got some very good points that you have just shared, Chong, and I'm glad you brought it out because in England, your water is very hard, full of fluoride. So if you don't clean the machine, machine may get clogged up with the calcium deposits. Then the machine will not be producing optimal, consistent, high quality Kangen grade water. So thank you for bringing up this part about the importance of servicing and getting the client themselves also to service the machine well. Thank you. The other part that I am very excited about when you just said, no, holding house parties. The difference between our house party and your house party is you provide wine.
yeah, yeah.
Tell me one good reason why you provide wine.
Okay. You see, how should I say? This is a PR. The business we are in is all about PR. Okay. That's why I love this business. I can travel, I meet new people. I love this business. Nothing better. The world is my office, you see, so I love it. You see, when people come to me, if I would do the presentation, I would cook something nice for them. Of course, go along with a glass of wine, white wine or red wine, whatever, or of course, some Kanken water. So after the presentation, I serve them. Afterward, we show them the machine. Wine is good. This is one of the traditional, like, house party or whatever, you entertain people, that's it. I think it's all about people. They are, you give them choice. Of course, you have water to drink, you have tea, I have all this matcha, good stuff, but it depends on the people you invite them, especially in country like UK, especially in the evening, mostly they are quite cold. So a glass of wine is fantastic, I would say, So bring them much nearer. Okay.
I suppose this is a British culture to drink wine. Cheers to you, and they drink themselves.
Yeah, I don't mean I don't mean you drink a lot, just just like a glass of wine, so that is what we can talk, after the presentation, seeing the machine how it works, we usually ask questions, so that's how we started, so that is very important, I think so.
Yeah, I bring up this point, repeat this point, is because we have an international audience. So for the international audience, when you do your demo, you may want to introduce local culture to fit in, to make your presentation, the demo more effective, more exciting.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you, thank you, Chong. What what is your rate in attracting people into this business? Is it slow, fast?
You to attract people in the fast,
Yeah,
you mean?
no, what is your experience
Yeah.
in attracting people into this business?
uh, it's all different. I mean, everyone is different. Some people come on just by chance because they are not doing anything. It was the right person, you get them in because the water also work as well. And some people just want to earn some extra, I would say, it's not all the people you bring in they want to do as a business. I have a lot of people who are level 4 5, they don't do anything, they are not stagnant, they don't do. It's a pity, so it's the right people, you might able to get a lot of people come in, but you will only get a number of them which are really doing the business, think like me, like you especially. So that's why I said my business just started. In fact, I have a couple of strong lines. The two are very strong. So I know that where they're going to bring me to which level, but I still want to build another few more line, So the sky is the limit. So, you know, people think me, maybe I'm quite old.
No, you are
I'm
not.
quite
Someone say you are 75, so 74 years young. You got
old.
many more many more years ago.
Yeah, thank you, amen. You see, it's not how old you are. I think it's how passionate, how big you want to build as a business. You know,
Yes, that makes a
even if I
difference.
can do it, you can do it for sure. I'm definitely sure. Okay. So everyone can do it. Some might do it in the fast track, some might be slow, but slow and steady, you still come to your goal. That's it. Okay, that is what I believe.
Thank you, Chong, for sharing this part. Let me ask you, when you just said just now, right people. So, do you have a selection process before you
Okay,
invite somebody into your demo or presentation?
okay. Right people are those people are networker, especially they have a lot of friends or they have a big group of, they go networking, all these big people, they are really the right people, because they can refer to you. Even though they have other business big, but they refer to you, you still can build them up because this is not about all he himself, it's about the people they brought in. Okay, that is all about. He can be fantastic, good in networking. He's not doing that, but some of the people under his line will do as a business. So those people are very important. I think these are the ready people they can bring you a lot of people. That's it.
Wow, you got a good point there, Chong. You are looking for people who's got a network,
Yes,
and your aim is trying to tap on their network.
yes,
That's the key takeaway.
yes,
Because if we want to go and bring in networkers, we have to be strong and a believer like Chong. If not, the person whom you are trying to sponsor, they may take you away to somewhere else. It's worth it to tap on networkers because that's the idea, building up your network through a team rather than on your own.
yes.
So you
Com-
believe in building this business more than just selling the product.
uh, Product is one thing, business is, you see, some people will be like the water because it's health. They won't be interested doing, but there are some they are interested to build it as a big business. The compensation plan also is very, very important. You see, I normally don't show them unless they have the machine, own the machine, they drink the water, they know. So you should show them the business side. A lot of people underestimate. They think that, oh, after 8 point, I don't earn anything. That is most of the people. Even I have people are quite high in the hierarchy. They also think, oh, after 8 point, what's the point? It's not. It's all about the residue income, how deep you are going to build it. The side way is only the one that pay you, like my both son went to study here. Every year it costs me almost 40,000 per per year. They are studying one law, one mathematics. I have to pay them because they don't have a remain. They went through 10 years until they got the remain to stay in the UK. So now they finished, they've been, I have to pay for that money every year, 40K, pound. I'm not talking sterling, I'm talking. So I'm trying to say, how should I say? Yeah. So this business, I think, it is. I don't know how to explain. Put it in a better way that uh, if you look at most of people you brought in, I think it's good to show them the bigger picture of the business. The residue income which go deep. The deeper it is, the more you're going to make out because they are now commission. You know, uh, most of the people they misunderstood. They think, oh, the 8 point been paid, that's it, it's gone. That's why you need to be the 6A2-3 because from there you can start to earn a lot of income. So the people don't see it. Unfortunately, most of them they don't see. They see short-sighted. They have to look at deeper. Why do you think I make a will to my son, both of my son? Okay. So by God's grace, my aim is there to make that monthly for them. I told my son, whether you work or you don't work, but the money will keep on coming, you know. So that is like a printing machine, printing money every month for you. So unfortunately, a lot of people come into this business, they look at very small because most of them they work, they don't see how big a business. When I was in Switzerland doing the 70, during the 80, we started the business 30 over years ago. It was also 2, 3 million at that time. We are three shareholders, okay. So I'm trying to say that time was a lot of money. So now even more, you can do this business. That's why I'm sure you really have to have an aim big. Unfortunately, most of the people they come in, they work for people, they don't see the potential. They didn't even know how big this business can bring them. Not in their dream. I mean, it's just like a fairy tale. But if you are a business owner, you know how big is going to bring you this business. I think everyone should show their people which they bring in when they have everything, show them really the business plan, show them, of course, not everything at one time, a few times, when whatever they are in, so they know where they are aiming for and what they're going to get out from it. That's it. It's huge. The business is really huge. Yeah.
Those are very good words of wisdom, ladies and gentlemen. That is one big takeaway for you today. Don't just limit people's achievement. Show them the big picture. Let them know beyond 8A what else can they expect. Because this business will reward those who are active and those who do not stop. Those who keep going on, they are the ones who are going to reap the rewards. Chong, you are now a 6A2-2. What
Yeah,
are
I'm
your
very
goals?
slow. Very slow. I should have,
Never mind, don't say that.
according to
You
my
are
goal,
inspiration
I
to a
should,
lot.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What are
So,
your goals? What are your goals? Tell us some of your goals.
okay, my goal, I will be start to move to other country to do the business. I look at Austria, the market is very, a lot, Switzerland, Germany, because I speak their language. I will try to go there to start there myself. Okay, I've been living in Germany before as well, especially as a Chinese Malaysian and an old man. You see what you preach, what you have to do what you preach. When I come to the talk, because I've been doing so much of research in the health industry, like diabetic, high blood pressure, thyroid, constipation, kidney stone. So I know a lot what is happening, the medication. So my talk usually quite long because I just want to give them an idea how the water will help them. So we are not a medicine, it's water just to help them. I really love this business very, very, very much. Due to my age, you see. So when I come and preach, I don't come with a stick or whatever. As I say, I walk a lot. So, you know, when you do a presentation, I'm not coming with like 80 kg in front of people to talk. I'm about 48 kg. Okay, so it's completely different. Whatever you preach, you have to do it. That is also very important. You see, in this world we are living, everyone have a certain year in this planet. Okay, so as a Christian, we believe in eternal life with resurrection. I believe whatever you is, it is what you eat, what you are. Is very important. In this world, it's not money, it's health, then wealth. It's no point to have a lot of money. You're going to put in so many medication in your body and you couldn't even walk, enjoy whatever you do. What's the point? And I always tell people when you go down, you don't bring your money along with you. I think that's why it's very important. This machine is very, very important. I'm very sure with this water you drink daily, if you have cooked everything use of it, I'm very sure you will live a very healthy and also a longer life. I believe that. You look at me, just look at me. Everything is kangen. No kangen, no food. Everything go to, I live with my kangen water. So it's very, very
One good
yeah.
takeaway from what you just said, Chong. We have to be a product of this product. If they see you healthy, they will believe you more.
Exactly.
If you're mobile, walking 20,000 steps a day in London, they will see the effect of Kangen on them too. But in Malaysia, hard to walk 20,000 footsteps a day. In London, easier.
Uh,
Everything you got to walk from place to place.
I don't think so. If I come back to Malaysia, I will. walk in the morning. Okay, I walk in the morning. You see, it's all about your health conscious, what you want. At the moment, everything I eat is organic. I cut most of the carbohydrate. Everything I take is more omega-3 for my body. You know, so I'm living on my own. If I'm sick, who is going to take care of me? It's my question. So it's always prevention better than cure. You know what? So you have to take care. Everything you put in your body, you have to. If you're going to stand up in the hotel, which I'm going to do in future, in the big hotel, I fill it out. You know, if you're going to stand up to preach, you have to be there. Whatever you preach, you have to show them. It's not that you are, you know, seeing is believing. That is what I believe.
Wow. Thank you very much for your thoughts. Thank you very much for your inspirational advice, especially from a guy who have been through life. You are a real example of an ordinary guy who joined Kangen and have become an extraordinary success. You notice that, Chong? That's wonderful, you know. Thank you, thank you. You are an inspiration also to me.
Most welcome.
If Sam, are you around, Sam? If you're around, maybe you have something to add. You have something to talk to Chong before we end.
Micah,
Sam is not around.
yeah,
Okay.
he's not around. Yvonne can do
Yvonne, you have something to add? You have something you would like to ask Chong?
Thank you so much, Mr. Chong. It's so amazing, it's so inspiring. Thank you so much. I really love what you have shared. There's so many gems. Seriously, if you ask me, I really admire your spirit, you know. Put age aside, because a lot of people that we have actually shared, you know, the business or, you know, the product, you know, people will just say I'm too old for this business, despite that they are just in their 50s, you know, then they always say that, you know, it could be too late for them. So this, you're really so, you know, inspiring, you know, to a lot of people. I believe, you know, over here, I think the audience, they will agree with me. If you do agree, you know, can you just give 10 at the chat box if you love what Mr. Chong actually shared? I really loved it. And to walk 20,000 steps a day, you know, that shows your determination. Yeah, Mr. Chong, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
and that we have to do that. Yeah, willpower. And so much wisdom that you have shared. Seriously, this business, you only need to get a couple of thousands to spend on this business, and there's no limit. So this is something that, you know, I have to keep on, you know, pressing on when I share the business opportunities with you. Because Mr. Chong, you have come a long journey, you know, as a businessman. So, and you see the opportunities so sharp, you know, it's so sharp that you actually analyze the whole business. I really loved it. Yes. This is the video you're sharing that I'll be recording it out and to share to, you know, my team of people. The way you analyze it is actually so accurate. You know, this business model is so simple. It's so risk-free, I would say, to venture into this business, right? As compared to those business that you have ventured in. Yeah. But Mr. Chong, how to actually tell people when a lot of people will say that, no, this is not the business for me. You know, you can do it doesn't mean that I can do it. I'm not so good at telling stories or, you know, public speaking or sharing. How would you answer people who are actually like that?
Okay, it's quite simple. First of all, you drink this water, you see the result. Everyone have testimony. This presentation is very simple. You don't have to go out to do, you do it at your home. You share some of your people. In this business, you are not talking about bringing hundreds of people to get in. Get a couple of them. And the good about this business, you don't come in with big people, a lot of people. You know, start with 2 or 3, you have to work with them. One at a time, I would say. You know, If you're going to get 10 people, how are you going to work with them 10 people? It's mission impossible. But you have to duplicate them, whatever you do. You have to find your way. You know, you might see his weak point or whatever. You know him better. You know what he's interested to. You can bring him in your way. It's nothing. Oh, I just get started. I tell you, what is my weakness? I just got started. I'm 74. I intend to deal with you. Why I do it? I tell you, my son is very skeptical. You see, my son is very. They are born. They are born in Switzerland. I brought them. They came to UK to study. They are very skeptical. You know, they think, oh, you are involved in one of the. So I just want to show proof to my son. First of all, my age, I can do it. I'm very sure you can. I tell my son, whatever you do, you have to focus. You will make it for sure. Definitely sure. So it's for everyone the same. In Malaysia, you pension at 50 or 55. You know, I mean, what are you going to do? Every day sit down or go to the pub to drink? I mean, how you're going to get healthy? This business is like entertaining, PR. You know what I mean? So this is the best business. Everywhere you go, you can talk with the people. That's how you start. That's why I go to networking in London. I go from one end to the other. I have a freedom pass. I go 1 hour. I take a tube. I go and join them. And usually they serve food as well. Then we start to, mingle rice with them. That is how I do. How should I say? It's very important to show them the value of the water. It's very, very, very important. And this business will come along. Let's say he might know 20 people. Let's say every time you bring 5, next time you say, oh, I'm going to do next week again. Can you invite some of your friends? Or I'm going to make some curry chicken, whatever, so they will bring. And these few will bring and bring. That's how you grow. In one of the women I went to do Bulgarian, within a year, they sold hundreds of machines in the home. I'm not joking. I'm serious. So it's possible. The best is in the home, the best. Of course, you can order delivery, but the best you cook it because the food is it's not only the water is good, the food also is nice. It's a personal touch, and people you invite, they see you already give the trouble, So you let them see the presentation first. Then just show them. Then after give them the food, show them how the water works, bit by bit, and let them smell everything. Then, they will see the value. Of course, you have to follow up, most of the people, when you done the presentation, within 3 days, I would say you follow up, whatever question they have, you can sit down with them. Don't talk about business until they have the machine. Then when they own the machine, you explain more. Of course, there are exceptional cases. Some people really are very interested. They want to know the business side, so you explain to them. Okay, so that is it, I would say.
Yeah,
That's a
thank
good
you,
one.
Chong. Actually, a lot of us in this business forget a very big and valuable group of people, senior citizens. Most of these senior citizens would have already paid off whatever, their car, their house, their whatever. But they're looking for good health,
Yeah,
looking
it's
for something
true.
to do to retain
It's
their
true.
good health.
Yeah,
So Mr. Chong, you recruit Mr. Chong, he'll bring a lot of senior citizens like him. Your business will grow. They
yeah,
are not looking for money, they are looking for something to do to keep them occupied.
exactly.
Yeah.
You
And
are
I
And
see
right.
the point.
enjoy.
I see
Yeah.
the point also. Many of the senior citizens at this age, right, they want to let the children inherit something that is sustainable instead of just money or properties, something that is very meaningful that will continue, by generations. So I think this is the point that
Yeah.
yeah.
This is very important point you brought up. You know why I want to leave a view? Because whatever I bring in, before I go, every month I bring. If they are ambitious, they want to make more, nothing stop them. Okay, they already have a big foundation. It's just like a trust. You cannot sell it whatever. Every month it bring you the money. All the rich people, they do a trust, like one of my cousin brother, filthy rich, a billionaire. They don't want to give, they make a trust. So all the money they can take monthly from Liechtenstein. So that is good. They can, 1 month they can spend whatever they want. Next month the money come again for your generation to come, the next generation, the next generation. Okay. But
Okay, thank you
this
very much for
company,
sharing, Chong.
sorry.
Can I bring in your upline, Cora, to
Sure,
share a
sure.
few things?
Yes.
She's got a lot
I
of
love
nice
to
things
see
to
her.
say about you. Cora,
Yeah.
if you are ready, you can come in to share. Cora, are you there or you waited too long because you want to say something? Okay, if she's not available, Sam is not available, I think. Cora is here, Cora.
Hi, Cora.
Go ahead, Cora. You must unmute yourself, Cora. You must unmute yourself first. We can't hear you. Unmute.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I? Oh, okay. Okay. Now somebody has unmuted me. Okay, great. I would like to say something about Chong. Actually, I would like to acknowledge Chong. Because of Chong, London grew. To be honest with you, it wasn't easy. Growing London wasn't easy, right? And despite his age, despite sometimes I know I'm very impatient with Chong. Sometimes we can be so impatient with Chong, but yet he persevered. He really just continued doing everything, and I'm so amazed by him actually. So Chong, I'd like to acknowledge that despite whatever you're going through, whatever you're still going through, which I know, and at the end of the day, you really are amazing, and thank you very much for helping your team. Okay, thank you, Chong.
Thank you, Cora. Let's give Mr. Chong a big round of applause for his wonderful sharing. I'm sure a lot of us would have got a lot of valuable gems to take home. Keep doing what you're doing, Chong. London swings.
Yeah.
For those who have been to London, we know what you will know what this word means. London swings, especially in summer. Wow, beautiful place to be in. Keep doing what you're doing. There will be a lot of people who will be able to benefit from what you are doing and what you're sharing. Thank you so much for being the pioneer in London, and thank you, Cora,
inviting.
having found Chong. One man makes the difference. He's going to build up the UK business together with Anthony and his big gang. Thank you very much. And for that,
Thank you.
our session ends. But before we go, we must give Mr. Chong another